A lot of the people that we talk to, they're usually kind of like, oh, what are you guys doing here? What do y'all do? And so when we kind of tell them what we do, they're like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
So we're with the anti-displacement navigator, so we help people stay in their homes. So if you need assistance.
Hi, my name is Alejandra.
My name is Sylvia Subieta Rodriguez.
My name's Nancy.
My name is Amy Perez. I'm one of the displacement program navigators here for the city of Austin.
We're a pilot program currently in Dove Springs and Colony Park. And what our objective is to help connect people with resources to help them stay in their homes.
Dove Springs is my home, and so I realized a lot of families that were there were gone, and I was like, what? Where do they go?
My own extended family has had to leave. They worked here, they were renting here, they just couldn't afford here, they couldn't afford a home.
I'm constantly talking to my family about Austin being gentrified and the housing issues. My sister saw a posting about this job and she sent it to me. She was like, you're always talking about this, so I thought you would enjoy this. We refer people to resources within the community, and then that has our locations and hours if you know anyone that needs help.
Our job mainly consists of two parts. So the first one is going to outreach events, and we talk to them about the program. The other part of that would be more like following up and see what we can help them with.
A lot of the older families have moved because they can't afford to stay here in Austin. At the beginning, we were focusing on housing resources, but we figured out that housing includes food, shelter, repairs.
There's also utility bills that need to be paid.
But the primary need is rental assistance.
Rental assistance.
Rental assistance.
We constantly get people that need help with rent.
And that's been a little bit harder to come by. Rental assistance gets taken up pretty quickly because of the just vast amount of need.
I'm a renter myself, so I feel those price increases as well, and it's hard. Ever since the pandemic, a lot of people have had to work 2 or 3 jobs just to put food on the table and pay the bills.
Porque hay más cosas en inglés que en español cuando lo googlean. Déjame checar.
Something I encounter is helping our Spanish-speaking families.
They don't want to ask for assistance. They don't know what type of assistance they can get. One of the reasons they're not asking for help is because of how anti-immigrant Texas has gotten.
I know lately there's been a lot of fear, oh, maybe I may not be eligible, or maybe if I'm in a change of immigration status, that might affect me.
So there are programs specifically that they can apply to, just not the federal government, but they don't know that. And so they're barely scraping by because they know that Austin's a lot safer than, let's say, Hutto.
To me, the most important thing is awareness. I always say, take a couple flyers. Do you have any neighbors that might need some assistance or help?
I want to keep families that have been there for generations in the neighborhoods that they really help create.
I just want to make sure my community, my people stay safe, as well as the immigrant community.
I want to feel like I'm making a difference, somehow.
I think what keeps me going is the families. When I think about the frustrations about the lack of funding and all the accessibility issues that need to be addressed, I just think about the few families that we have talked to, at 7 p.m. And I wonder if we wouldn't have been there, would they have kept their electricity? Would they have had food for another week? So that's what keeps me wanting to, so it keeps me going.